What is good with y'all, man? So today I'm going to be kind of giving you guys a little bit of game, you could say, how to make your offensive line block better. We're going to look at two things. We're going to look at some stats that you might not know about that matter and what to kind of look for in them, and basically going over all the O-line abilities, what does what doesn't work, and what does this actually do. So I guess first we could kind of go ahead and stats, right? So obviously, you know, pass blocking, run blocking, all that stuff matters because we're gonna look at run blocking and pass blocking things. But three things you probably didn't know about are strength, does matter a lot, height and weight. All that stuff does matter. You see Tony Baselli, right? He is 6'7", 322 pounds, and has 97 strength. Basically, that means this guy is a tank, and he's an end game left tackle. Run blocking and pass blocking wise, what you don't want out of a lineman is someone that's small and, you know, hell, and he doesn't have a lot of weight. If he's like, the perfect example I can give you guys is Shaq Mason. So I used Shaq Mason at right guard for the longest. He was about 6 foot, I want to say about like 260 something. That's terrible. Like, he's 6 foot. Like, first of all, just a 6 foot flat lineman. Ooh, that's dangerous. That is dangerous to have on the field. He got killed a lot. He was easily probably the worst lineman I used damn near all year. So yeah, basically what you want to look for in linemen are height, weight, and strength. Obviously, all the, you know, pass blocking, run blocking stats matter too, but you want to make sure that, you know, they're a pretty big fella, right? Like this guy is 6'7", so it's good. Like, I don't know, I guess it's like the animation guys will get on him will be a lot harder since he's taller and all that. And the strength and the weight just kind of goes together. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the stats though. Let's go ahead and get into the abilities, right? So I'm going to break down pretty much all these abilities and just like what I know about them, what I know works, and then what is just a waste of time using. So yeah, Nasty Streak. Nasty Streak is 2 AP for all linemen. It is for the run game. Basically how it works is once your offensive lineman, so basically when he's done with the defensive line, right? If he's getting ready to block a linebacker, a safety, or a corner, if he touches him, he will put that man on the ground. He's going to get pancaked every time. That's what Nasty Streak does. It pancakes anyone that's not a defensive lineman. It is 2 AP though, but if you're a guy that runs the ball a lot, you know, and your offensive linemen are getting to that second level, because it'll even pancake someone's user. So let's say someone's user in Taylor Mays and your offensive lineman with Nasty Streaks getting ready to touch him, boom, he's going to the ground. So it's definitely a pretty good ability. You know, it's for the run game though. It's not really a pass game ability, but like I said, I'm, you know, talk about stuff for the run game and the pass game. So that'll help you with the, you know, the run game when your linemen are get to that second level, just, you know, laying people out. Secure Protector. I don't know. This is one of those abilities that not a lot of people have used, and the people that I've seen use it, you know, it didn't really do anything. It just didn't really do anything, and it's 2 AP. So off of the rip, it's like, well, I don't know. And this is something for the pass game. Like, this wouldn't work in the run game. This is something for like when you drop back and linemen are trying to pass block for you. It's 2 AP. And it's one of them abilities where it doesn't really do much. So, and maybe you use it and you're like, oh no, it definitely works. I have time in the pocket. That's just because your offensive line is putting up. Like, that's just because your offensive line is doing a good job. You could take this ability off and you would most likely have the same exact results. It's one of them abilities that I wouldn't recommend using because it doesn't really do much. And it's sad that a lot of these abilities don't actually do anything. Identifier is not a blocking ability. Threat Detector is not a blocking ability. Identifier is just to see someone's user, and Threat Detector just shows you the blitz on 3rd and 4th down. Matador is another one of these abilities that's pointless. It says it prevents dominant bull rush moves. Basically what this would work for in a nutshell is, so let's say someone's usering a D lineman, and let's say you're going against a guy, he's using his D line, and every play he's doing like a bull rush move to put the offensive lineman on his ass. That is what Matador would be for. That's literally it. So 1 AP for that, and nobody uses their D line. So like, this is it's pointless. So yeah, please don't use that. All day I have tried all day, so I can definitely speak on this one. I've tried all day. Better protection against frequent shed attempts. Once again, it would be a pass blocking ability. It doesn't work. I tried it. I tried it on my left tackle, my right tackle, and I just remember one game in particular. I think he was rushing 4 people, 3 or 4 people, and I was getting screamed at. I can tell you right now, this ability is, once again, it's another ability for 1 AP. It does nothing. Don't put it on. It's not going to do anything. Post-ups. So post-ups, these things work for the run game and the pass game. The best place to put these on your left guard or your right guard. And what happens is in the run game and the pass game, if they're in a double team block, basically the left guard or the right guard is going to make sure that double team does not get shedded. It's really good, which is why it used to be 1 AP and they raised it to 2 AP because it's actually a good offensive line ability. So if you got the extra AP, I'd say left guard, right guard. And kind of for the nasty streak, I didn't really go over it, but I would probably say putting this on the, I would say maybe either the center, or you could try it on the center, the left guard, or right guards. Those are, you just got to think of people that are getting to that second level for the nasty streak, who's getting ready to block somebody. So kind of in your head, just visualizing which one of your offensive line is doing that, and then maybe put it on them. But besides nasty streak and post up, the rest of these abilities, I wouldn't even recommend putting on. So let's keep going now. Screen protector. Okay, I mean, this ability does work. So if you run a screenplay, basically it's almost kind of like a nasty streak. They're going to lay everybody out on a screenplay. So this actually is a good ability. But the thing is, it's like, how many people really run screens? So it has to be like a screenplay. So like a wide receiver screen, a halfback screen. I think there's even tight end screens. It has to be actual like screen design play where the offensive linemen are going out on the play to block. So it works. So maybe if you're a guy that runs screens, this is, it was, once again, it's a pass game ability. But if you run screens, maybe this is one for you. Next up, we got edge protector. Now, everybody thinks you have to, well, not everybody, but I think some people know now. But for the longest, everybody thought you had to have edge protector on your left tackle and right tackle. No, no, no. Edge protector only works against edge threat. That is the only time edge protector works. If you're going against edge, if a guy with an edge threat on his 2 edge rushers, that is the only time it works. It's a pass game ability. So, and not many people run edge threats. I don't know about y'all, but I don't really go against edge threats a lot at all. So I don't see a point in putting this ability on. It's a waste. So I wouldn't recommend putting this ability, at least if you're on next gen. If you're on like last gen, like that's a completely different game. I'm speaking on next gen. You know what I mean? So if you got last gen, I don't know, because your game is completely different, but there's no point in putting edge protector on. It's a waste of AP. Save your AP. Next ability, we got Fool Me Once, gain blocking resistance faster. So this is another pass blocking ability, because if you notice, your offensive line throughout the game, they have like this little bar, and they'll, as the game progresses and you get to like the fourth quarter, they build like pass block resistance, where they'll just eventually get better at pass blocking, which I don't understand the whole thing. It's weird, but basically Fool Me Once would give you blocking resistance faster in the game. This is not an ability that I'd recommend putting on. It's another pass blocking ability. I would not recommend this ability at all. It's 1 AP, and the whole blocking resistance thing, it makes absolutely, it's so stupid that don't mess with this one. It's not worth it. Please don't do it. LIFEGUARD, increase resistance to spin club pass rush moves. So basically, once again, it is a pass blocking ability. If a defender is trying to do, like a spin move around them, a club move, a pass rush move on them, over time they'll increase faster with it. That's it. Like, it's, once again, they Fool Me Once, LIFEGUARD, just please stay away from it. These abilities are very, very bad. They're very pointless. There's AP you could put somewhere else to help your team out better. Natural talent. Once again, this is another ability that is beyond pointless. Begin the game with blocker resistance. anything that has anything to do with blocker that says anything about some blocker resistance, stay away from it. Put it like that. So anything that we see in here that says blocker resistance, just stay away. Just stay away from it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Once again, this is increased resistance, and the resistance and all that stuff. Just don't ignore unspin, ignore fool me once, ignore lifeguard, natural talent, all that. Puller elite. This is a good ability. Significantly increase effectiveness of pull blocks. So this is for run plays. I actually use this. It's actually really good. It's 1 AP. So for when you're running the ball, if you're doing a run play where your offensive linemen are pulling, it's almost like a nasty streak. When whoever they touch, that's not like a defensive lineman on that pull, they're laying them out like a nasty streak. It's actually really good. So if you're doing runs with pulls like halfback bases, I know some of those power O's, I think they have people pulling. I think some counters have people pulling. Any play where your linemen are pulling, and usually it's your left guard and right guard who are pulling on those plays. So that's what you might want to put it on. That's when it's going to activate, and it's actually pretty good. It is actually definitely a pretty good ability. So I'd recommend that for the run game if you do it. Only if you do puller run. Oh, I just backed out. Whoops. But like I said, puller runs. But like runs where like guys are pulling. It's not bad. Tier proof. Just ignore this. I mean, increase resistance. Just ignore it. And tough nut, once again, ignore that. So really, out of all these offensive line abilities, the only ones that I would say are usable to help you blocking in the run game or pass game, you got nasty streak, you got your post ups. Technically, edge protector does work against edge threats, but I don't really see a big need for it. And puller elite, so that's like, well, actually, also screen protector. Technically, you got to add that in there. So you got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got like 5 abilities that actually work for helping to block run plays and pass plays. All these though, they're wastes. So I kind of just wanted to make a video just going over what abilities actually work for linemen that are going to help you blocking in your pass game or run game. And remember also the stats. So look for that height, weight, and some strength. To get that +2 strength, you gotta have like a 50 out of 50 theme team. It'll give you that. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it. If you guys have any other questions, you just comment down below, or if you want to, you can drop a follow to my Twitch. And like that's in the description. We usually are live playing Madden every night. But that's pretty much gonna do it. Like, comment, subscribe, man, and your boy is out.